الأحمر من أوزبكستان. In the red corner, representing Uzbekistan, Yodgoroy Mirzaeva.
Uzbekistan's Yodgoroy Mirzaeva, and she is a busy boxer indeed, because she opened the tournament yesterday, the 23-year-old from Samarkand in Uzbekistan. A very good display against the lone representative from the Federated States of Micronesia, Jennifer Cheng, who resides in Brooklyn, outpointed in unanimous fashion by the Uzbek representative. And here comes the tournament #2 seed. She's the equal #1 seed if you look at the rankings, and she's equal ranked #1 in the world, and that is the reigning World Championship bronze medalist from Chinese Taipei, Lin Yu-Ting. We've got judges from Spain, Cuba, Argentina, Great Britain, and Trinidad and Tobago watching this one.
Ron, as you know, Olympic Channel will be with you. You will be with everyone throughout these Asianoceania qualifiers. London, Buenos Aires, and finally Paris after this. As 278 total, 181 men, 97 women boxers for Tokyo 2020, and are chosen through qualifying. There are other ways, but those are the numbers through qualifying. You can also catch up daily with our stories and highlights on OlympicChannel.com. Plus, don't forget Ben Durr's live blog, also on Olympic Channel. He's busy blogging away right now, even as we speak, telling everybody what we're seeing here this afternoon. #boxing. Let us know where you're watching and how you're enjoying this Asianoceania Olympic qualifier.
So by virtue of that #2 seeding, or equal #1 seeding, but she's in the bottom half of the draw, Lin Yu-Ting received a bye in the first preliminary round, and it was the boxer in red who was the second contest in the ring, which outpointed Jennifer Cheng of the Federated States of Micronesia. And Cheng, well, she was the flag bearer for Micronesia at Rio 4 years ago. She competed admirably here, but was outpointed by the bustling figure who today is wearing red. And look at the difference in height, the tactics obvious and apparent right from the outset. The boxer from Uzbekistan has somehow got to get inside the longer range and reach of the tournament's equal #1 seed, the equal #1 ranked boxer in the world. So we're underway. 57-kilogram featherweight action between boxers from Uzbekistan and Chinese Taipei. And there you see the size of the task that awaits the compact, diminutive little figure in red. She's somehow got to try and get inside without being picked off, as she was there by the long straight punches of Lin Tu-Ying, the reigning World Championship bronze medalist. And the year before that in New Delhi, she occupied top spot on the podium at 54 kilograms. She's the reigning Asian champion and really is one of the very best in the world, hence her ranking and seeding in this continental qualification event.
The mission is difficult but straightforward for Mirzaeva. She has to find a way to get inside, cut down those long shots of the tall, lean, and very powerful opponent. Easier said than done, because obviously Lin has seen this kind of attack before, and she's probably just willing to have them come at her.
And just as she did right there, picked her off with a right hand. There's the same shot as the referee issued the command of stop. It's a very difficult task that Mirzaeva finds herself trying to accomplish here, because Lin is so comfortable, and if you can't take her out of this rhythm, she is very, very difficult to beat. Commentated on her at previous tournaments, and when she gets into a flow, well, man, she's very difficult to disrupt and take out of it. And when you're relaxed, you use less energy. Shoulders are down as she runs her opponent onto two cracking right hands. But Mirzaeva displaying some chin, her knees dipped, but she kept on coming forwards in pursuit of her opponent. My goodness, that was impressive. I thought for a moment a standing count was going to be proffered by the referee.
just a buzzsaw coming in and catching it like she just did there. How long can she continue? She's getting in. She's paying a price.
Well, this intermission perhaps coming at a timely moment from Mirzaeva's point of view, because she was put on the end of some cracking straight right hands from Lin. And again, this isn't a fashion statement. The vest has to be tucked into the shorts so that the waistband is visible to help determine whether a shot is fair or foul. Hence the common expression, below the belt. Anything that lands below that white stripe is certainly a legal blow. Anything that's in the vicinity, well, it's on the borderline. Mirzaeva, having had that brief respite, trying to get back into the fray once again, but she's continually being picked off by accurate punches from both flanks by the boxer wearing blue. And she's not necessarily putting a lot on them, but when you're racing forward at the speed that Mirzaeva is, it's doubling and perhaps trebling up the impact, because she's powering like a sprinter out of the blocks, but running headlong into punches. Nice left jab to the body by the more compact figure, but you see the distance from where she started that attack. Easy for Lin to read, and even though she was pushed into the ropes, well, look at that slight shake of the head. Mirzaeva realizing how difficult this mission is.
Well, in terms of career building and training, we've talked about it a few times. There is nothing better than this kind of a training for the woman in the red corner. She's pouring it on, and she's scoring a little bit. She's trying to muck it up and turn it into a little bit of an inside brawl. Like there at the end of the round, she scored a little bit, but she's just paying a heavy price on the way in most of the time.
So Lin Yu-Ting taking the first round in unanimous fashion, all 5 judges scoring in her favor, 10-9 across the board.
Round 2.
We would expect her to be more relaxed here in round 2, and that would mean that the job gets a little bit more difficult for Mirzaeva.
Well, Mirzaeva knows what it takes to make an Olympic Games, having competed in Rio 4 years ago in the 51-kilogram weight class. The heads come together there as a more compact figure charged in, and now Lin getting onto the front foot, looking to back up Mirzaeva. And when you've got a tall boxer who's content on the back foot, when they start applying pressure, well, that is a whole different realm to deal with once again. Because Mirzaeva is looking to use quick feet, but if a tall boxer elects to get on the front foot and start applying pressure like that, well, there's an example. That single left jab was a really eye-catching shot. And again, Lin possesses the variety to box both on the front foot and back foot. Here you see her not backing off, but holding her feet, standing her ground, feinting with the feet from Mirzaeva.
Oh, that uppercut. Again.
Mirzaeva being faced with an opponent who's switching stances now, sometimes southpaw, sometimes orthodox. Beautiful right hand on the back foot, then a right left. Good left hand landed by Mirzaeva, and she's looking to turn this one into a phone booth brawl, and she had repeated success with the left hand, causing Lin to become just a little bit disorganized, but Lin showing her experience there because she was made to feel uncomfortable. So what did she do? Put the laces of her glove into the face of the boxer in red to buy herself some time. But there, Mirzaeva demonstrating what she needs to do, just as you suggested, Tom. Make this one rough on the inside as she scores with another lead left hand.
Yeah, just, chip some of the luster off of the Chinese Taipei boxer. Just muck it up a little and get her off her game a little. You just want to break up this rhythm.
But as she tried to do that just a few moments ago, she was ran into a right hand. So again,
that's the problem.
Nice duck underneath from Mirzaeva, and then she did have success with the left hand. There was a beautiful dip beneath the straight shot that came, and as she was coming back up, she scored with the lead-handed Mirzaeva. So she's having more success at getting inside without paying a heavy tax. As the left hand crashes home once again, it was caught by the glove. And so an interesting final minute of this second round.
Mirzaeva's making this interesting.
She's having success at short and mid-range now, and that's where she wants to be. Lin has got to get back to the straight punch picking that served her so well for the first round and for the first minute and a half, 2 minutes of this second round. And there she puts her opponent on the end of the left jab, but not without taking a solid left jab in return. Terrific conclusion to the round by Yodgoroy Mirzaeva. She really got herself into this contest, and nobody will know that better than Lin Yu-Ting. She'll look to get back to what served her so well at the start of the contest. Mirzaeva will continue to look to maraude her way inside, as she did so effectively in the closing stage of the second round.
Yeah, she wants this to be more of an inside brawl. Just keep it tight. Don't let those long arms fire off, and just find a way to mess up the incoming rhythm. And she's done a good job in the last half of that second round.
But not enough to take it for any of the judges. Lin Tu-Ying had a terrific first 2 minutes of the second round, but the momentum, perhaps, despite the scorecards, lying with the boxer in red because of the success she was able to enjoy in the final minute. So into the third and final round we go then. A contest that is taking on a changing complexion because the boxer wearing red is having more success in this type of territory, and she's really going after the #1 ranked boxer in the world with real aggressive fervor and intent here. So Lin Yu-Ting from Chinese Taipei with the assurance of a 2-point lead for all 5 judges. She's got to avoid getting dominated. She's got to avoid getting stopped. And I think, assuming her conditioning is what we've come to associate with her, she will have the wherewithal as she lands a beautiful right hand on the back foot. She'll have the wherewithal to avoid getting turned over, but that will not discourage Mirzaeva, and she will continue coming, looking to land her own offense at short and mid-range, as she did so effectively during the closing minutes of the second round. But again, all of this is just buying Lin Yu-Ting time. Tying her up, walking her across the ring, preventing her from working away. She proffers the same move once again. The right arm of Mirzaeva tucked beneath the left armpit of the boxer in blue.
Mirzaeva has viciousness in those hooks, but she's just not able to put enough together. Obviously, coming in needing a huge round.
But she will not stop bustling her way forwards. Beyond the midpoint of the third and final round, Lin has been made more uncomfortable as this contest has progressed, but when she put her on the end of the left jab like that, that is what she is trying to get back to, just to nurse this one over the line. As she looks to progress through to the quarterfinals. But Mirzaeva again swarming her way forwards, pinning Lin to the ropes and scoring with a left hand. Lin again content to tie her opponent up, not work away on the inside, but allow the seconds to tick away as we're into the final minute of the third round.
And you mentioned you called her bout yesterday, Mirzaeva. So this is back-to-back against an excellent opponent, and she's really showing out well in the third round. You would expect at some point there'd be fatigue. But here she comes. She's taking a licking and continues to do the ticking, too.
Nice movement from the head by Mirzaeva. Cracking exchange as both boxers land. Mirzaeva into the pocket once again, trying to work on the inside where it's another untidy tangle. Beautiful work out of the clinch from Lin, who is scoring or looking for that left-right combination. Terrific work from both boxers who are displaying wonderful conditioning. And as Tom has reminded us, Mirzaeva in the ring yesterday, but my goodness, she has boxed from opening bell to last at a fair clip here. She had more success in the final minute and in the final round, but there can be little doubt that it is Lin Yu-Ting who will progress through to the quarterfinal stage, probably, well, most certainly on a unanimous decision, because Lin Yu-Ting had a 2-point lead for all 5 scoring judges, and despite the aggressive intent of Yodgoroy Mirzaeva, she had success, but probably not enough to take a share of the round. But what a competitor, my goodness.
When you consider she had to work yesterday, make weight, get back in against this dominant, talented opponent. She doesn't want to hear about it now, but she should be really proud of this effort.
والفائزة بالنقاط, the winner by points by unanimous decision in the blue corner, representing Chinese Taipei.
So there is confirmation of a unanimous points decision victory for Lin Yu-Ting, the reigning World Championship bronze medalist and tournament #1 seed. Just asserting her credentials as the equal #1 ranked boxer in the world. A very good display. The first round was exquisite. Her opponent, Yodgoroy Mirzaeva, got herself more into it from the final minute of the second round. But that's not a knock on Lin Yu-Ting's ring generalship. It's more testament to the tenacity and never give in attitude demonstrated by the boxer in red, which allowed her to turn this one into a close quarter brawl the more this contest went on.
Yeah, and this is a great highlight package to get you a feel the courage and the relentless pursuit. And she had to pursue the entire 3 rounds and do it from a position of seeing that left and right come firing at her. Really impressed with Mirzaeva, but of course Lin Yu-Ting moving on, and now just 1 win from Tokyo 2020.
So Yodgoroy Mirzaeva, the reigning 6-time national champion of Uzbekistan, who took 2017 continental bronze at 57 kilograms, eliminated in the second preliminary round. And if she hopes to qualify for her second successive Olympic Games, well, she has to hope that she is selected by her federation to go through to the global qualifier in Paris in May. Lin Yu